Since my episode last week, I've continued listening, learning, and sharing BIPOC voices and stories. I felt the sentiments many have said about being scared to say the wrong thing, to not know enough to have a voice. Then I reminded myself, it's okay to not know everything, and it is okay to be criticized and corrected. It is not okay for me to be silent, and it is not okay for me not to listen, learn, and take a long, hard look at my heart. I'd like to take episode 12 of Sunshine Sundays to share some of what I've been doing and learning this past week. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks for joining me on this journey.
Welcome to Sunshine Sundays with Ella London. And now, let's keep shining a light with Ella's Sunshine Thought.
Ask, listen, learn, see, act. Ask. For me, asking questions is about asking myself the hard questions of what thought patterns and prejudices I have in my life that I need to shine a light on and tear down. Am I racist? No, I don't believe I am, but that doesn't mean I don't have heart and mind work to do. It doesn't mean that the systems I was raised in the UK and US haven't shaped some of my thought patterns and beliefs. Listen and learn. It would have been easy for me to call or message my BIPOC friends and ask them to share their thoughts and experiences with me, but from everything I've seen online, that is not what they need right now. They are tired, they are exhausted. This hasn't just been 2 weeks for them, this has been for their entire life. The answers to my questions and things I need to learn are all over the internet. We have a wonderful resource called Google. I remember at my corporate job, I used to get slightly annoyed by some of the questions from my coworkers that I'd send them my response from a hilarious site called letmegooglethatforyou.com. When they clicked on the link I sent them, it literally opened up Google and typed the question they had into the search box. But really, between Google, Instagram, YouTube, documentaries, books, nonprofits, blogs, research institutes, and more, there are so many answers, so much information. I'll be honest, it's been a bit overwhelming, but I'm okay with that because I need to know. I've heard people dismiss terms like systemic racism, white privilege, and more. But after a short conversation, it's obvious they don't actually know what those terms mean. Ignorance never caused change. Ignorance allows us to stay in a comfortable place of denial. I can't change myself or help shine a light if I don't listen and learn first. See. The word see covers many things, but for today I'm focusing on seeing, recognizing, and appreciating our differences. Two of the phrases I've heard bounce around for years from white people are, I'm not racist because I have black friends and family members, or I don't see color. I don't have the words to say this perfectly, but color exists. It is beautiful, it is powerful. Pretending color doesn't exist or using it as an excuse not to do the hard work needed to break down the systemic racism we've been raised in is not only denying the reality BIPOC people live in every day, it is also denying their culture and history. I know that isn't the intention when someone says those things. My intention in talking about this is not to create shame or anger, but to bring awareness, to shine a light, to help reshape our focus and words. And finally, act. Action comes in many different forms. If you're on social media, you've probably seen a lot of petitions, email templates, phone numbers, and places to donate to. These are all so important and don't take a lot of time or effort to do. It can be scary picking up the phone, but I found it helpful to think about the scariness that I'm calling about, the scariness my BIPOC friends live with. Your voice matters. If you're asking, listening, learning, and seeing, use your voice. It doesn't just have to be online. It is also important to use your voice with your family members, friends, and co-workers. With knowledge and action comes change. And as I said a few episodes back, we have a tendency to resist change out of fear. But we all have an opportunity in this moment to actually make a change for good, to be the generation that actually turns the tide. It starts in the heart and goes out into the world. I invite you to join me to ask, listen, learn, see, and act. I've included some links to some of the knowledge sources I found, and I'd love for you to share what you found in the comments below.
Let's say her name in this time of remembrance.
Breonna Taylor would have been 27 years old on Friday. I remember turning 27 and that feeling of hope and excitement. Breonna was an EMT already making a difference in this world. She had dreams we will never know about. I am lighting this candle in her memory and appreciation for who and what she did here on earth. Will you take 27 seconds with me to remember her, to say her name, and pledge to never forget? Black Lives Matter. Breonna Taylor, we will not forget you.
And now it's time for Gratitude Corner.
In times of tragedy and grief, it can feel impossible to feel grateful. It's taken me a while to find my gratitude this week. I am grateful for having a voice and using it. I am grateful for my parents raising me to always question and learn, even though I know my questions and obstinacy annoyed them sometimes. I am grateful for my passion to fight and shine a light on injustice. And I am grateful for all the BIPOC voices online being angry, being vulnerable, being honest, sharing your stories and challenging me. I am grateful for you. Shining a light isn't easy. I remember the song from my childhood, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine," and it feeling so happy and fun. The reality is, shining a light often means shining a light on ourselves first, so we can listen and learn and better shine a light on the injustices in this world. It's not an easy journey, but it is the path to lasting change. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this episode. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below. And of course, I'd love you to subscribe for more light shining and sunshine.